4 men, having stolen tons of gold bars, locked themselves inside specially designed glass chambers. They did this to avoid being caught by the police. They believed that if they stayed in the glass chambers and slept for 100 years, they could legally sell the gold bars when they woke up. Then Jack pressed the switch inside the chamber, releasing the mysterious gas he had prepared. Soon the men gradually fell into a deep sleep. As time passed, they suddenly woke up inside the glass chambers. They quickly checked their bodies but found no changes and assumed the experiment had failed. However, Jack believed his research couldn't fail, explaining that during the sleep period, metabolism had stopped, so their bodies hadn't changed. To verify whether the experiment had succeeded, they opened the cave door, only to find that the scene outside was exactly the same as before. Connie was disappointed and emotionally down. At that moment, Jack suddenly remembered another companion, and they quickly ran to the glass chamber to check. They discovered that a stone had struck the glass, and their companion had turned into a skeleton. Jack speculated that the stone breaking the glass had caused the sleep gas to escape, which meant the companion hadn't successfully entered the sleep. The companion's death also meant that their experiment had succeeded. Jack told them that it was now 2061. Upon hearing this, Connie immediately became excited, and they decided to leave with the gold bars. They drove a car from 100 years ago out of the cave, but after loading the gold bars, Claude and Connie argued over who would drive. Seeing this, Jack told Claude to go get water ahead, but before Claude had walked very far, Connie, with a fierce look on his face, jumped into the car, stepped on the gas, and directly drove toward Claude. Claude died on the spot. Jack rushed over to check, but Connie didn't stop. Instead, he drove the car off the cliff, pretending that Claude accidentally fell to his death. Then the two men carried the gold bars to the road, but as the temperature in the desert grew higher, their stamina began to decrease. The two of them had no choice but to stop and rest for water. While drinking, Jack realized his water bottle was missing. At that moment, Connie said Jack could drink his water, but he would have to exchange it for gold bars. Jack reluctantly traded a gold bar for a sip of water, which made him hold a grudge against Connie. Later, Jack found a chance and killed Connie, but soon after, Jack also collapsed by the roadside from dehydration. At that moment, a man walked over. Jack quickly offered the last of his gold bars, begging the man for some water. Before the man could respond, Jack passed out. The man took the last gold bar from Jack and went to the car. He then handed the gold bar to his wife. They both wondered why the man was still holding the gold, because in the future, gold had no value at all.